The one which is after the prayer and a woman is making dua, or after the prayer she stretches out her legs or towards the Qibla, and she said that I will be covering my legs. Is it permissible? It is permissible, whether covering your legs or not. Facing the Qibla, lying down towards the Qibla, giving your back towards the Qibla, stretching out your legs towards the Qibla, even in the masjid, and even if you're sitting in front of the Kaaba, is halal, is permissible. And why I'm smiling, because I saw a few things in the haram, for instance. If somebody is sitting, and you know that when you sit in the haram, you got a place, especially in Ramadan, you make sure that you don't move from your place, lest you lose it. So people need to stretch out. So if somebody stretched out his legs, somebody will say, haram, that's not permissible, respect the Kaaba. Says who that stretching your legs is not a respect to the Kaaba? We follow and do not innovate. It's either something Allah said it, His Messenger ﷺ said it, the companions understood it from the Prophet, or don't make your own legislation. So people, just to avoid the hassle and the argument in the haram, they fold their legs. Then once again, somebody was sitting and he rested his back against one of the poles in the haram, and he gave his back to the Kaaba. Oh my God, another person, this time from Turkey. He really was very harsh on him and said, how could you ever turn your back to the Kaaba? So I'm not allowed to stretch my legs to the Kaaba, give my back to the Kaaba. Why? It's just a building. It's sacred because it represents the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you can give your back to the Kaaba, no problem. You can, when you finish your tawaf and sa'a and you're leaving the haram, there's a very weird practice that some people go backward. They don't walk forward. Why? They say you can't give your back to the Kaaba. That's an innovation. You think that this is like an extra respect? That's not accepted, because the Prophet ﷺ said, follow and do not innovate.